And like at that point, like I was legit thinking about like training's not for me.
Actual.
Yeah. July, August, September.
True. 3 months.
3 months. Like that 3 months was like the most, like just changed my life.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, I'm asking myself like the question.
Yeah.
It was analysing everything that I was putting in and giving me feedback on what I should do.
What the heck, man?
Try to try out for the All Whites, and then
The All Whites.
Yeah.
So here's the win rate, right? 90% win rate, and the profit factor is 47.
That is wild. Bali, bro. Everyone's been asking about Bali. At the meet and greet, everyone's asking about Bali. You know, what's going on? What's the hedge for that? Why do you sell a course, bro? Like, if you're making all this money on the side, like, you know, from trading.
Yeah. Welcome to episode 11. I was just informed. Episode 11 of the Big Wick Energy podcast. Not really about a topic, but us just catching up and where this last 6 months has gone, because it's been 6 months since we did our first podcast in June.
It's wild, eh?
It's wild, bro.
So wild.
It's crazy because that was the first day I met you, both of you.
Yeah, that was the first day we met all of each other.
Yeah.
Was it the first time you came down? Oh, what was that?
Yeah.
Oh, it was too.
That was the first whole meeting.
Wild. 6 months ago. And here we are. Wait, that's not even 6 months. That's 5 months. Because we're in November.
Bruh,
Wild.
that's crazy.
Wow.
Where are we now?
We're in Gold Coast.
This is crazy. I just landed today, eh? Bro, I don't want to leave.
Here for a few hours.
Yeah, I only just got here.
Hey.
I'm never leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving.
Oh, it's a wild 5 months. We're just going to chat like we used to. Just a bit of a reunion with the boys. Yeah. Let's get into it.
Tell me what I want, what I really
Tell me what you want.
what you really want. I wanna be down. Wanna dig it.
The pants.
First thing he brings up the pants.
Oh, so this is a bit of
Whose
consistency. Like, I don't know if the bro's doing it on purpose because he's, you know.
Oh yeah, I'm locked in. You know.
Yes, yes.
Does anyone notice the podcast pants? Every episode. That's what I've called them, the podcast pants.
He turns up and he's like, "Oh, where's my podcast pen?" And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, "There's no way the bro bought the same ones." Names of the podcast pens. It's wild.
Oh,
Then he
yeah.
goes, I'm going to bring it up. Straight away.
I Love Ugly, if you want to sponsor me.
Is that what they are? I love it.
Yo.
Oh, yo, I love it. I love it.
Yes, sir.
True.
Nice. What's your brand?
Gee. My karate fancy.
What belt are you?
Don't worry about it. Hey, you like that one? Off the top.
Off the cuff, that one.
Blacked out in the bedroom, eh?
Nah, see, like, so the bro's trying to display consistency wearing the same pants. The bro over here is looking like a Shaolin monk.
Yeah, discipline.
Oh, that's wild. That's wild. Shout out to my sponsor, Loa. And
Lower and
just jokes. Just jokes. Damn, man. 5 months.
Yeah, it's so crazy, G.
It feels like it's been way longer.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Like, the first podcast was in Masterton. We were there. I had a whole old set of teeth. Oh, but bro, 5 months. 5 months from there to get to here, it just doesn't seem logical. The amount of stuff that's happened between then and here, like the amount of, like we done the meet and greet in Auckland. Like that seems like it was ages ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it does feel like ages ago, eh?
It does feel like ages ago.
That was like a month ago.
Was it really?
That's a long time ago. A month.
Maybe not even a month
Something like-
ago. Wasn't that long ago.
It was definitely like a couple of weeks ago at least.
Yeah.
It sort of goes over my head because I've been like traveling a bit. Wellington, when we did the ones with eyes,
Yeah.
Auckland doing those ones,
We went to Sydney.
Sydney, Coldplay, best concert.
Was it actually?
Right.
It looked mean. I'm not the biggest fan of Coldplay, but the concert.
I invited you.
Yeah.
I invited these
I was like,
two.
if no.
The bro's like, no, fuck that.
He's like, are you going? Nah.
Bro, it was honestly like the best experience that you would ever see. And like, they've been around for so long that I don't listen to them personally. But because they've been around so long, there was just songs that I just knew. And like when they started playing them, bro, like the entire crowd is just singing, just going off. Like the lights and like all the wristbands. Bro.
True.
It was a
Yeah,
vibe.
I saw the lights.
Yeah.
I had a mate that went there as well.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, me.
No, not you. Because I didn't get no photos.
Oh, no, it was so good.
That looked mean.
Yeah, nah, look a vibe. It looked on.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I had FOMO and I was like, damn. Damn, should have gone already.
No, it was good, bro. Going with Hops. Hops came over, we went and played some more golf.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard he had a mean round.
Bro, he was telling me that was his best front nine that he had, which I think he shot a 41.
Yeah.
And I think before that his best 9 was like 43 or something like that. So
Yo.
bro's improved. Bro's after it.
Yeah.
Bro's after it. Which is mean because a lot of the places that we're going to end up going, going to try and play some golf course. So.
Yo, man. I reckon
Yeah.
we run it back, eh? Me and Hops versus you. Well, if you bring the bro, me and Hops versus you two, game over, G.
They don't want the smoke, eh?
Yeah, we'll just go off your shots.
Yeah, I'll play. You just record this.
Hold the camera, cuz.
I'll just drive the golf cart, eh? Get you on the other side.
Nah, but you actually don't want the smoke.
Oh, cuz.
I'm
I'm thinking about buying some clubs, eh?
Hey,
Yo.
yes,
Yeah.
loving it.
Yeah, got the feeling, eh, that day. Bro, I think it was that one drive, and I was just like, man.
When you pumped it?
Yeah, when I outdrove you.
Nah.
Actually.
Onto the fairway. Bro was in the rough. Nah.
You're going to see that 'cause it's coming out tomorrow. Well,
Yeah, soon.
be out.
They'll be coming out soon, yeah.
damn. But no, you actually had a good round because I feel like the bro was saying, Hopes, with like all the videos and like the cameras and stuff, it was folding a little bit like with the pressure.
True.
And so, yeah, bro, you're carrying the team. But it was mean too because like right at the start, like when the bro was feeling a bit of pressure, you didn't really care because you don't play often.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, when the bro got into it,
Yeah, he was all warmed up and stuff.
Yeah.
Bro.
It was actually a good match.
Yeah, that was so fun, G.
Yeah. That's why I love golf. Like golf being very mentally but also physical.
Right out.
And I feel like it just, like as a person, I feel like I can relate to it as a trader.
Yeah,
you
so
have to
much.
be-
I can
yeah.
see how, like, because all the pressure comes down to that one shot, that one moment, eh?
Yeah.
And just like one little, little tweak in your swing could just throw it all the way off.
Yeah. You got to be so on. You got to get everything right.
Yeah.
That's why I love golf. And a lot of people like, oh, you play golf. And I love,
Yeah.
like, I don't know why I bag golf a little bit, but no, I love it. Love it.
Bro, can we get into that? Like, I don't know, because I don't know if many other people know, like, used to be on Scratch.
Yeah.
I mean, how long ago was that?
Oh, bro, that was only like last year, like started last year.
Damn.
Yeah.
What do you reckon you're sitting on now?
Well, like when we went and played, I probably would have hit like 15 over. When I played in Sydney with Hops, I probably would have, I hit a 89, so that was like 18 over. And Hops was saying, he's like, bro, that's the worst I've seen you play.
True.
And that was like, I played so bad, but also still got under 90. So that's quite an achievement for anyone that's, watching and knows how to play golf. But yeah, like before those two games, I hadn't played for like 8 months.
True.
It just, I was really, really focused on trading. And so last year, when I was playing all the time, because I used to live like 5 minutes down from the golf course, and I used to have a golf cart. And I just drove my golf cart down the road, bro, go to golf. And they gave me a key, so... like, because I used to lock it up afterwards.
True.
Yeah, so I bought a key, because you can buy keys. So I used to unlock the gate, and bro, it would be like... This is during daylight savings. It'd be like 6 o'clock at night, and I'd just be like playing golf until about 8, 9 o'clock.
Yes, man.
True.
Yeah, just by myself. Just bro, it was so mean, so mean. Like I didn't want to go up there and walk, but because I had my car. But it was good. Like at that point, I was playing all the time, and I have a very obsessive nature.
Yeah, you're all in. You're like 0 to 100, G.
0 to 100.
Yeah.
Bro. If you're not all in, then it's nothing.
Yeah.
I don't really care. But yeah, so that's like my obsessive nature. So with golf, I actually only just got into it so that I could network while I was being a real estate agent.
True.
Because that's what, like
That's
my
right.
boss was like, oh, like you need to, find communities, blah, blah, blah. And so like I looked up where the richest people, like what sports are the richest, bro?
Correct.
Golf.
Yeah, it's
And
so
straight
true.
away I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to go play golf. And I had no intention, because I had that mindset too, like, oh, golf, like what the fuck.
Yeah.
But then went into it, bro, and just became obsessed. And like all I wanted to do was just be good. Ended up spending like 3-5 grand on lessons. I was
True.
getting a lesson every single week, practicing like 4 days a week, playing 18 holes 2-3 times a week.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's key. You're all in.
All
Yeah,
in,
that
all
was-
right?
yeah, all
Just
in.
fully engulfed yourself in that. Eh?
Bro,
Wait,
actually.
when was it?
Bro, I
like
started
how-
playing golf when I was 20.
Oh, okay.
It was like 10 years
Oh,
ago.
damn.
Yeah.
True. So then you started playing golf, and then you got to a point where you were like competing.
Yeah. Well, not like, well, I've played tournaments and that.
Yeah.
But then, like, the most competitive it's been is, like, when I was playing inter-club and I was playing, like, club champs and that.
True.
And
Winning.
there's a few tournaments that I won.
True.
Yeah, a few tournaments that I won, like in Wellington region, stuff like that. But then the best, I would say, like, the best achievements I've ever done is made it to, like, the senior final. So it's,
Right.
like, the top senior
Right.
plate final of Masterton Golf Club. So, yeah,
True.
that's when you're playing, like, the best.
The best of the best. Buzzy.
Yeah.
Damn, so you were doing that for a bit.
Yeah.
And then why did you stop? Like, why did you know?
So, like, the lowest I got down to was, like, a 0.1 handicap.
Odd.
And so that's basically scratch. And so when you, like, go onto the course, they give you, like, a... here you go. Cut.
Hey, so why did you stop?
So, going, like, when you get your handicap and you go onto, like, different courses, they give you a course handicap. So the handicap that I had was 0.1, and that's my handicap index. And so that's, like, around New Zealand, that's what they give you. So if, like, your handicap's like a 4.7, that'll be your index. And so every different course that you go to, they have, like, a different slope rating is what they call it. And so if you're between, like, this handicap and this handicap, your course handicap's going to be this, because some courses are easier, some courses are harder.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so some courses I would have, like, I'll be playing off, like, a +2. Some courses I'll be playing off, like a 2 handicap. And
Right.
so when you're a 2 handicap, you get given 2 free shots
Yeah.
on the easiest holes. But when you're a +2, you have to give 2 shots back.
I see.
So that's how they sort of rank the system, so that you can play against good people and then bad people can play with those people. And because you have the handicap, you end up hitting around the same
Right.
net score.
Right.
But yeah, and so I got to that point and I just had stopped enjoying playing golf. Like, I just didn't enjoy playing golf at that level, because it was sort of like expectations of when you go out, you're expected to hit really good scores.
Yeah.
And like, if I'm having like a shit day, then, you know,
Sucks all the fun out of it.
yeah, pretty much. And like the expectations that I had on myself was, well, I'm this handicap, I should be going out and hitting under par. And I've only ever hit under par 3 times in my life.
True. Damn.
Yeah, like, which is an achievement.
Yeah,
like,
that's
I'm
huge.
stoked.
Yeah.
But like the expectations I had on myself were just way too high, and I just stopped enjoying it. So I just stopped playing.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then you come back and you almost lose to me and Hobbs.
No, that was a good game though. Like that was definitely a challenge for myself, you know.
Yeah.
But like it was cool because I felt like it was a challenge mentally for me whether or not I still had it. And then after like that game,
Yeah.
got
Got the spark back.
the spark back. Been to like the driving range a few times that way.
Yeah. Crack up.
Yeah, practice, bro. I've got the swing back. I've got it.
True. I mean, yeah, we need to hit up some Top Golf while I'm here, eh?
Oh, for sure.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah, let's go smash some balls.
Whoa.
Balls.
Wild. But yeah, it's like when you're trying to excel at such a level, it just becomes like, you know, huge expectations of yourself. And like you would have experienced that with soccer or not?
Yeah, I get the same similar feeling when I stopped. Like, yeah,
Right, because you got pretty high up there, eh?
yeah.
In the soccer world.
Tried out for try out for the All Whites, and then
The All Whites.
yeah,
Bruh.
tried to, couldn't make it because I hadn't like made my name out yet,
Right,
and then so I had to try to go to like the league under.
right.
Which
Wait,
was,
how do you get to that point though? Like where you're trialing at such a level?
like what do you mean? Like in
Like,
terms of
like obviously they're not going to take anybody.
yeah, obviously like just like in golf, it goes off of stats
Yeah, man.
as well, and so because I had gone away for a certain period of time, and then come back, and then now they're like, oh, you're kind of past your prime stage, which is like they reckon that it's like in the younger stage of
Right.
your footballing career, which is like 16, 17, but I was like already at 21, I think, and so that they're like considering all of that stuff.
Bro, who were you playing for at that point in time?
Yeah, I tried out for who did I try out for? It's called Monaco FC,
Right.
and they were like a league below.
Okay.
Yeah, and then like at that point, like it's just everybody's on the same level.
Yeah.
It's just who's the most fittest, and then who's just willing to just do anything they can
Right.
to get there. But
Yeah.
then also, like what, like kind of made me like stop liking the game anymore was one, because they were just focusing on the money on side of things
Right.
when it comes to football, and then also like they just only require like people that played last year.
Okay.
They just like chemistry.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know, there's like people who have more opportunity and like who are actually better than the people who have chemistry with the people in the team.
I see.
And then they just like shift them off to the side or put them in another team and another
True.
thing. And so,
So when was the last time you actually played? Like footy?
probably would have been like last year sometime, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just played some casuals with my mates.
Yeah. Right, because you still got the fitness in that, eh?
Not so much anymore.
Like how fit were you when you were playing soccer? Because like
Oh.
you're still fit now. Like we go for runs, and like I'm trying to like get into running. Bro's just gone.
Zone 1. Meanwhile.
We were on the way. No, I need to tell this. I need to say this story. So I'm telling Ali here about my run, and I'm like super stoked because I'm so stoked about it because I'm like, you know, so I have a heart condition. If no one knows,
Excuses.
and I've been struggling. Like I've always struggled. I don't know whether it's mental, whether it's like whatever. But I've struggled to be able to run. And so I've been doing this app, like the Runner app, and I got to a run today, and Like I had to run 2 minutes and then walk for a minute and a half, which for me, like that was an achievement for me because I felt like, you know, I was making progress. And so I was telling the bro in the car about my run, and I'm like, yeah, bro, like it was mean. I felt so good. And we're talking about different zones, and he's trying to say, oh, bro, you're probably running too fast. Like,
Oh yeah, I was geeing you up, eh?
yeah,
I was like,
me up. So, bro, you just like run in zone 2, like just stay in zone 2, and then you just your cardio fitness is just. And I was like, yeah, mean. And then I was telling, I was saying, oh, like my, like when I was running, I probably couldn't even like talk because I was just so tired. And then like the bro here, and like that would have been like zone 5 apparently, right? It would have been
You're
my
up
zone
there.
5. And the bro's like, bro, I was probably running at zone 1.
The dagger, eh? You were hurt, eh?
Bro, I was like, oh yeah, all good, all good.
Oh, cool. Not running with you anymore then.
Oh, good, bro. That was the same reason why I stopped running in the first place when the bro came over. I had been running and like, bro, I'd made progress. And the first run, the bro comes and like he's running next to me and like we're all good. And I'm like, oh, bro, like I just run like 300 meters, walk for 100 or whatever. The bro's like, yeah, all good. First day, oh yeah, mean. Second day, we're running down the street here. And then we get like halfway and I'm like, we're just running and then the bro just takes off, G. Just takes off and like just finishes the whole run. And I get home and he's like sitting on the chair, sitting on the stairs on his phone.
Nah.
And I'm like running around the corner like, and the bro's like, all good? And oh, bro.
Oh, forget it, bro. Your foot. Yeah.
Forget it, man. Forget it. You tried out for the all whites. Oh.
That's wild, bro. All whites.
Yeah. Well,
So back to the question, how fit were you?
what's like the fastest that you can run in like a 5K, right?
I think
Like Kenyans.
Yeah. 'Cause I think it was like, I think it's like 2. No, is it 2? No,
Something
probably
like
more than that, right?
Nah, it's like what, less than 2 minutes. I mean,
Per
less
K?
than 3 minutes a K or something like that.
I'd say so, bro. Because I think like the top 10 in High Rocks, their average pace is like 3:30 a kilometer. I think 3:30. Yeah.
Yeah. So like when I was trialing out for like all of the teams, especially like the all whites, like all of that stuff. My cousin, he's a personal trainer, and so he was training me for ages.
True.
And he was like, "I want you to run 5K for like." This was probably like for like 4 or 5 months. By the end of like the 4 or 5 months, I had run like 5K in like I think it was like close to 13 minutes.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so like by the time I would finish the run, that's when I'd be dead on the ground, and it was like a full,
No.
like I was sprinting around.
Bro, that is
Are
wild.
you sure?
That is. What is that pace?
It was close to 13. It was like it
It's
was
like a
probably
2-minute pace.
yeah,
What?
It's like 2 minutes 40 pace.
yeah.
So you're. Oh,
Oh, does that make you feel better?
Eh?
Does that make you feel better?
Oh, yeah.
This is what you were running up against.
Yeah, I mean, but like because I've been doing
Kenyans
soccer
will
for
beat
like, they'll smash me. Of course they will.
Just jokes. Bro, that's wild.
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
But like he made me do that like every single day,
Yeah.
like just running 5K all the time.
Oh, that
Non-stop.
makes so much sense.
Yeah, and then plus like as footballers, we're like just on the
Yeah,
game
just
day, it's like
running, eh?
somewhere between 10 to 15, maybe even 20
Yeah.
Ks
That's
just for
actually
90
nuts.
minutes running. And then like that doesn't even take into consideration like actual training days.
True.
You know, where like training days go for like hour and a half as well.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah. So, you guys probably don't know this, but Slade is Māori boy from South Auckland.
yeah,
He's a Mormon. How come you're dribbling a soccer ball and not a basketball?
Oh, what a question.
Hey, how does that start?
well, my dad's from Wellington, right? So he never really got me into basketball or
True.
anything. So he just like pretty much he had the idea of like it'd be better for me to like play all sports, to be like an all-rounded player, like just physically.
Yeah.
So like he would put me in like a bit of basketball, a bit of swimming, a bit of gymnastics, bit of football, bit of rugby.
Aussie.
And so like I played like all bunch of stuff,
Yeah.
but like never stuck to like a certain one until like I was like maybe like after 13 years old.
And you chose soccer.
Yeah.
I mean, football.
Yeah, football, soccer. I don't really care what they call it, but yeah. So it wasn't until after that, because I really enjoyed rugby and I also really enjoyed football, but because they're both in the same season,
Yeah.
I could only choose either one or the other.
True.
And you didn't choose rugby either.
Nah,
As a New
because
Zealander.
Yeah.
the only reason why I stopped playing rugby was because when we moved out to Botany, they didn't really have like a rugby team that we were close to, and so like the only closest one was like a football team, and so we're just like, we'll just play football since I used to play it before,
Yeah.
and then I just got into that ever since then.
True.
After that,
Oh, but what about at church though?
oh no, didn't really because in the training days they would go on at the same day as like the youth
Okay.
activity days,
Right.
and so like I would never be able to go to play basketball either.
That's
And then
crazy.
also like they just played it so much that I kind of got bored of the of the game.
That's so funny, bro. Because I never met a Mormon that doesn't play basketball. Like,
Let alone play soccer in
yeah.
New Zealand. Hey,
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, when I first met this guy, I had that same question. So, like, I thought nothing of it. And so, my family is like a huge basketball family.
Yeah.
And, like, the bro turns up, because he was there like a day or two before you came over.
Yeah.
yeah.
And, like, remember my lounge, like, have my TV. Here's a TV. But, like, my dad would be watching basketball all the time.
Yeah.
And, like, it was like lunchtime. We just got home from the gym or something. And, like, had a feed because my dad had cooked a feed. And then I was like, oh, fuck, we'll watch the basketball, eh? He was like, oh, yeah, all good. And then, like, we're sitting there eating. And then I'm like, what team do you go for, cuz? Like, obviously, being a Mormon, he's like, well, I don't really watch basketball.
Hey,
I was like,
sorry.
what? I was like, what do you mean? Like, you're Mormon. This was literally my words. I was like, you're Mormon, cuz. Like, what do you mean you don't watch basketball? Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Do you
Interesting facts about Slade, eh?
Interesting facts.
What's some
about
other interesting facts about Slade?
I don't know. What do you want to know?
You guys probably don't know, but the bro can speak fluent Filipino.
Yeah,
Bro,
that's cool, though.
That's wild.
We tried to do that video. I don't know if it.
I don't think I picked it up because, like, it was
No.
like quiet talking.
Yeah.
You were talking quiet.
Yeah. So like, there's a restaurant over in the GC here. It's called Pasok, which just means enter. That's what it
No,
means.
it's not called Paso.
What was it mean? What
You
is it?
suck.
Oh yeah, Usok. Yeah, that's right.
You suck.
That's right, because every time we pass it, he's like, "You suck." I'm like, what? Now look at the summer. Oh, yeah, which it still means the same thing, just means enter. And then anyway, we went in there for one time, and then we just like, I was like, "Oh, you wanna like catch me recording like talking to this guy in Filipino?" Anyway, the bro was like buzzed out because he was like didn't understand anything we were saying, and so I was just laughing. But it was good to like practice it again. Because yeah, when I served my mission, I went to the Philippines, and so yeah, I learned a bit of Tagalog over the 11 months that I was there.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Your language, Tagalog.
Tagalog. Yeah, that's the main language that they use. The main
Sure.
dialect.
Oh, did you smash some sisig?
No, we didn't. I didn't get seasick. We just
Oh.
got like normal chicken. But in the Philippines, yeah, had heaps of seasick.
Yo.
Seasick.
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 Yeah.
What's- No.
nah, it's actual.
It's actually
Take
nice. It's a nice Filipino dish.
Yeah.
I didn't get it to you because I didn't know if you would like it or not.
Yeah, I was thinking this guy's probably going to set me up. And what he was actually saying to the bro is, he'll have the same as what I'm having, but he's paying.
That's what I said.
Did you crack up?
I was like, oh,
And he was just like,
I was like, yeah. And then the guy's like handing me the F-Plus machine. I was like, oh.
Oh, that's gold.
Bro, this guy, hey. Gotta be careful.
but yeah, if we ever go to the Philippines, I can make some mean deals over there.
Yeah, man.
What
I got really good at like bartering, so like making deals. Like you know how like they have like a price, and then you're just like trying to make it lower.
Do they do that then?
Yeah, but like it's like cheap as over there anyway. But like you can make it cheaper, and I got really good at it.
True.
Interesting.
Yeah, you know that Gucci bag that I got.
Yeah.
That was like 500 pesos, which over here, New Zealand Aussie, it's like 5 peso for $1.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
So I ended up getting that 500 peso bag for like 350 instead. And so like that's
Ooh.
already cheap. And I just like knocked it down some more.
Nice.
What do you mean?
Wheeling and dealing.
Yeah, I was hustling them.
It was 500 and you got it down to what?
350.
350. So you got it for $10.
Yeah. Just hustled them.
Can you give us a quick phrase? And what is it, Tagalog?
Yeah, or what should I say?
Say like, I've seen the most beautiful woman in the world, and I want to get her number. What would you say, Slade?
Okay. This is how I would say it. Nakita ako ng isang pinakamagandang babae. Gusto kang number niya. That's how I would say it.
True.
Damn, bro, you're just on the spot.
Hey.
On the spot.
You must have said that a few times over there.
It doesn't seem rehearsed.
Bro, speaking of Philippines, Bali, bro. Everyone's been asking about Bali. At the meet and greet, everyone's asking about Bali, you know. What's going on? What's the hatch for that?
Yeah, so Bali's definitely happening. It's going to be sometime early next year. We've had to space it out because I got stuck. I didn't get stuck, but we had so much going on that we just couldn't fit it in. So had to push it out. And I get into that, you know, like a good idea comes and it's like, let's do it now. You know, I'm that type of person.
Yeah.
Like I don't have organizational skills to be, you know, planning stuff. So getting Briar to help me suss that out. Because when she was watching the podcast and we had mentioned it in there with Tom, she had messaged, she was like, oh, is the Bali thing in like March or April next year? I was like, oh no, I was just saying. But like had in the back of my mind, I think we should have it around that time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think somewhere, you know, April, May is going to be the best time for us to be heading over. So, and apparently it's like a good time to be going over to Bali around then. So,
Just for people who don't know, what is the whole Bali trip?
Okay, so the Bali retreat we're going to be doing is a full trading retreat. It's 8 days of just full on information, and basically what we're trying to fit into this course is all of us are going to be there. We are going to attempt to be taking people from the beginner stage, learning as much as they can throughout the 8 to get them to the stage where they can be placing trades on their own. And that's what we want to try and do within that 8-day time frame. It will be intense. It's very intense. Like the schedule we have is very, you know, learning, but it's going to be in a good environment where we're going to be having some laughs. We're going to be learning, but like if you come through like the education platform, you'll understand that like what we teach is like very, very basic. It's not complicated. It's very simplified, and we break it down really, really nicely. So if there is something that you guys are going to be interested in, we are only taking a limited amount of people because we can't, you know, give that attention to so many people. So, yeah, details are going to be coming out before June the 1st, hopefully before December, end of December, if we can get it all sussed. So stay tuned, April, May, to give everyone time to, you know, save and pay.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be like such a good way to learn. You know, you're getting one-on-one time with everybody.
Yeah.
You're doing the full intense course, so your day's going to be spread out learning the strategy, you know, throughout those 8 days. By the time you're finished the retreat, you should be, you know, have a good understanding of what the strategy is, and then able to take yourself through the financial market and place trades on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be. Like, even when we're doing, like, mentoring and we're going through, like, the beginner stage, like, we could teach someone that in 2 hours. Like, through our entire education platform, you can go through that in, like, 6 hours.
Yeah.
And, you know, not learn everything, but go over everything.
Yeah.
And so with us there, we're going to try and spend, like, 1 to 2 days on beginner stuff, 3 days on intermediate, and then another 3 days on live trading and also the advanced stuff, fundamentals
mate.
of psychology. So
Oh, and you'll be live trading with everyone there, eh? Like,
yeah, we're going to be
York.
live trading. So what we're trying to do is get everyone to the point where they can be trading confidently with a funded account, or like a small live account. But obviously, funded accounts are so much easier.
Yeah.
You know, they can get a 50K account and hopefully by, you know, there, whilst they're there, they can, you know, pass it while we're there with them. And yeah, the opportunities are wild.
Right, hard out, man. And you're going to be in, you know, tropical island, just living your best life while making some money. It's win-win situation.
It's an absolute vibe.
Yeah. Right, it's actually, I was talking to one of my mates last week, and one of his good mates kind of got caught up in like MLM kind of stuff.
Right.
And he started watching like some of my stuff, or like our stuff, and I was like, "Oh, this is pretty mean." But then he had a question and was like, "I don't understand, like, because the MLM that the bro got caught up in was like, you sell a course to people, and that course teaches them to sell the course that they're buying, you know,
Right.
like that's just a scam." And so when he was like asking me about trading, he was like, "I don't understand. Like, you guys make all this money on trading. Why do you have to sell a course to, you know, to make money?" And I was like, like it's not even about that. It's like I see it as like, I want to help people who are like in a position that I was in at the start of the year or in the last year, and then pull them out of that so they can, you know, start making money on their own. But what are your thoughts on like when people say that? Like, why do you sell a course, bro? Like, if you're making all this money on the side, like, you know, from trading.
Yeah. So that like sort of takes us back to like why ambitious investing and started, and we are going to do a podcast on that when Briar can be here. Unfortunately, she can't. But it, like when I first started, I was sort of the only one doing it, like out of all of my friend groups, and they, you know, seen it, like blah blah blah, and they're like, "Oh, I want to learn." So I started teaching like my friends and stuff, like family, which obviously like it's taking time to like teach them what I'm doing or like what I perfect. So at that point, like no course, no signals, no nothing.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, me
Spreading
teaching
the
them.
knowledge.
Yeah, pretty much. And then it got to the point where like most of them were like, "Oh, like I didn't even have time to do it." And so it was like me spending all that time with them, just taken away from my time.
Yeah.
And so one of my mates was like, "Bro, why don't you just put it in like a book, like the information into a book?" And that's like the free beginner course that we give away now.
Yeah.
For free.
Yeah.
And so like that was the first like education thing. And I was like, "Well, that's okay. I'll do that. Put all of the information into like a course, and then like if someone was interested, I'll give them that."
True.
And then if like from that book that they were like still interested, then I could teach them like the intermediate stuff or like onto that. And so from that, it sort of evolved into like mentoring. And that's when, like, this is at the point where I started doing like TikToks, and I was starting to do like YouTube live videos.
Yeah.
And so people were like seeing me, you know, obviously trading and having wins and blah, blah, blah. And this is like early stages. And so people were like, "Bro, can you, like, when we jump on a live, can you just, you know, tell us the trades that you're taking?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, all good." So, and like that sort of just evolved into like the signals.
True.
I was like, "Oh, bro, like I can't be on the lives. Like, can you text me them?" And I'm like, "Bro, I can't text you them." Like, you know, and so like all of this stuff, like I wanted to, like I always wanted to help people. But then it was sort of just evolved into, like if everyone just goes into this one thing, I'll just send my signal there.
Right.
And then it got to the point where it was like, "Oh, we're gonna monetize it." And so that was the next thing. It was like, you know, just sending the signals. And where I was doing like GJ signals, I was doing gold signals, because at the time I was just like trading everything. It's like, so it sort of evolved to that. And then people started asking, "Oh, like, bro, can you mentor me?" And I'm like, oh, yeah. And then, like, at that point, I was like, you know, is what it is. But then I started to think about it. I was like, oh, bro, like, I really don't have time.
Yeah.
And then one of the first people that were keen to be mentored were like, bro, I'll pay you.
True.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, oh, I mean, okay then, like, if you're going to pay me,
Yeah.
you know, I'll teach you. And then we just used to do like 30 minutes a day. I was just teaching the strategy, and but it was wild because at the time he ended up turning his $100 account into like 3,000.
What?
Yeah, and bro, that was crazy. And I was like, bro, he's like, bro, I'm like holding this trade, like, because it had gone higher high, come to the higher low.
Yeah.
And he had been holding the trade for like 4 days, and we hadn't jumped on a call because he had been at work.
True.
And like couldn't, you know, find time.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's like, bro, I've been watching this trade the last 3 days. I was like, bruh.
That's mean.
And he's like,
Nice.
bro, I haven't told my missus yet.
Uh,
And I was like, why? And he's like, bro, if I tell her, she's gonna want to take the money out and spend it.
feels.
Bro.
I know this feels.
Oh, bro, so and then like from there, I was just like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then, you know, I started doing TikToks and like talking about, you know, the bro that I was mentoring, and then everyone's like, oh, bro, do you mentor? And then it's been like, you must have been watching some of those videos, eh?
Yeah.
And
that
so-
was like roughly around when I joined.
Yeah. And so
Crazy.
that's when I started mentoring people. And then it got to the point, bro, where I had like 10 different people that I'm mentoring, and I'm doing half an hour a day with all of these 10 people.
Right.
And so there was like all of my time,
Yeah.
and like these people will pay me, so it was like whatever. Not $10,000 though.
Okay.
That's another thing though. Like $10,000, you're giving the course out for $250. Like it's, you know,
Yeah.
you're not doing it for the money, because if you were, you'd be charging, you know, $10,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what everyone else is charging.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. But yeah, so it got to the point where I was like mentoring. I had like 10 mentees, or whatever you call them,
Yeah.
which most of them are still like with us in the education platform, like you, obviously, and then like the bro Eli, who's coming to work for us next year.
Yeah. Sambo was in there, eh?
Sambo.
Yeah.
Bro, it's crazy. Like, you know, these people that have been in for a long time, still a part of it and like making money from it. So
Yeah, that's me.
super happy. And it got to that point, and then while I had these 10 people, I had like a waiting list of like 10 other people.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, so then you're like, oh, just make the EP kind of thing.
But I just started to get like stressed. I just started to be like, bro, like I have no time. Like I want
Right.
to spend time with my kids. I want to go play golf. I want to
Do your own trading.
Like I want to trade myself.
Yeah.
And like I started trading so I could have free time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now I'm teaching, which is like I love teaching. I love teaching all these other people like how to trade. But it was like, bro, what can I do? And over the Christmas break, that's when Briar had come back on the scene, and I was like, oh, like I'm not keen to like, you know, teach people anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to like do signals. I just want to trade by myself. And she was like, oh, like you should keep going. Like you're doing well. And I was like, and then that's when decided to turn like what I was mentoring into videos.
Right.
So everything that I was teaching,
That's right.
I just turned it into videos because that's basically what we're doing, eh? Like I would be teaching the bro, and then I would record it on, what do you call it? Zoom.
Yeah.
And then I'll just send them the video so that they could go over it. So
right.
that was how I was mentoring, and they could go over it. And so if like the bro was stuck and we had been over like trading ranges or something, I'll just, oh bro, go watch the video again.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
And so I was just like, oh, I'll just turn all of these videos into beginner, intermediate, psychology, blah, blah, blah. And then, yeah, I just found the best one. I had obviously done like other courses online, and I had looked into, there was one other platform that I looked into before we went on to Vimeo. I forgot what it is. Something terrific or some shit.
Yeah.
Thinkific.
Oh, I haven't heard of that one. Yeah.
And so I didn't go with that one, and then obviously went with Vimeo because another trader that I was following on YouTube had his course through Vimeo, and I was like, well, if he's doing it through there, like it must work. So decided to do it through there, through Vimeo OTT. But super simple. Simple. All I had to do was make the videos, upload the videos, create the website, which Brian ended up making for me. So I did, I had no
Brian
idea.
make the website.
But yeah, like the the background and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she put all of that together. And then I had made all the videos, and then we had basically just, went live in like January. No, must have been like December, and Sambo was the first
Number one,
bro. And then we sort of just took a break, like just left it there, and then with like the mentees, the ones that were waiting, I was like, we have this. Like if you're keen, like this is exactly what I teach in the mentoring thing. We've created a Discord for it, and so if you have any questions, just ask in a Discord.
No.
So at that point, I'm just like, this takes away from my time. Like it gives me my time back. I mean, people can learn on their own time because for them as well, it was, they had to turn up, otherwise they weren't getting what they were paying for.
Right.
Whereas with the videos, like they could do it on their own time whenever they wanted, like while they're in bed watching the videos, and so it ended up actually being better. So January comes, and I start promoting, and like January we had like 3 people, and then end of February comes, we had like 6 people, and then March comes, it was like 30. Hey, because when you joined, it was like 30.
Yeah, there's about 30 people in
or
there.
something like that.
Yeah.
And then, like where we're at now is like huge.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like 230 people in the Discord.
Right.
It's like, what?
Yeah, it's nuts, eh?
But so it's like to go back to the question on why I sell a course, it hasn't been I want to sell a course. It's just been the evolution of people asking and me coming up with a solution, I guess.
Yeah.
Because everyone wants to learn. Like, you're going to see someone making money online, you're like, how do I live his life?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And instead of trying to give them, like, mentoring and shit like that, it's like, well, like, the easiest thing that I can do is turn what I know into a course.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Yeah. That's so good. That's so simple, too. Like, it just makes sense to, free up your time and make a course where people can actually learn. Like, people are actually learning from this and becoming profitable. Bro, Eli's passed the combine, Sambo's passed the combine, Tom's passed, Kat's passed.
Yeah.
Hey, like, just so many people coming through. Sandra's passed one.
Yes.
Sandra's passed one now. Wow.
Yeah. Like,
that's wild.
yeah. So many people coming through.
Congrats if you're
Hard
watching
out,
this.
man. That's
all
massive.
of those people that passed
Actually.
in the past few weeks or months.
Yeah.
It's crazy to see all the progress.
It's actually crazy, like, thinking. And so, like, when I was thinking about this, like, putting all this information and stuff on, like, TikTok, my behind the scene thoughts was, like, I've spent, like, 20 grand trying to learn this.
Yeah.
And it's, like, people wanting to learn.
Wait, do you mean through, like, mentorship?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, like, all the education and stuff that I've done along my journey, I've spent about 20K.
Damn.
My 10K ain't looking so bad now.
Yeah, I know.
I would honestly say that, like, most of it was just rubbish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of it was rubbish. Most of it was like you could learn it on YouTube.
Right.
Like, why are you paying for it?
What would you get for, like, a course that you would, like, pay for that much?
Basically paying for, like, different people's strategies.
Okay, right.
Like, this guy had a strategy, he's promoting that, he's, super profitable from it. Let me learn it.
I see.
And so I'd be like, oh yeah, buy that.
Right.
And then this one, buy that. And so I'm trying to learn all of these different people's strategies and trying to put it into, something that I can use and, work with, and something that's going to work for me and, like, how I like to trade. I think that the thing with me was I like to know why the market's moving.
Yeah.
And, like, strategies that people were selling was like, if this does this, do this. And, like, this, like, pattern trading. I was Like why? Like why are you doing that?
Yeah, yeah,
You know, like why is this hit? Like why are you selling off this Head and Shoulders? Or
yeah,
like it didn't make sense. In my mind, it didn't make sense. If like sometimes it'll work,
yeah,
but there was a reason behind it. And so like I was having a one-on-one with one of the people that like recently joined, and he was a part of another group who teaches patterns.
right,
And so he was like, I was taking him through like the beginner course, and we got to like the patterns bit, and he's like, oh, see, this is what I know. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, oh, this is what I was learning in the other group. And I was like, oh, yeah? And he's like, yeah, oh, bro, I love the Head and Shoulders. And I'm like, why? And he's like, oh, you know, it's just a pattern, like it's blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, it's nothing but higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, change of character,
yeah,
lower, low, lower, high.
yeah,
Retracement, like that's just market structure. It's not a pattern.
yeah,
Like if you understand what's happening, because you could also look at that Head and Shoulders and be like higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, equal lows, and then like this might be the next shoulder that they're looking at, and then it comes back to like another
Right.
equal low and then go up.
right.
But you're not getting that confirmation from market structure, like change of character and stuff.
Yeah, I see.
And so, like for me, when I was learning all of that stuff, I was like, no, this isn't it. Like I need to understand.
Yeah, why? The reason behind why price is moving the way it is.
Yeah.
Right. True, bro. That's crazy. So you spend that much on learning people's strategies,
Yeah.
and then what was like the click moment for you where you're like, this is the strategy that I'm going to stick with? And then,
I wouldn't say that it was just like a strategy that I was going to stick with, because I haven't seen anyone like online or anywhere really that trades the way that I trade. And I feel like I have a very simplified strategy, but I take things into consideration like smart money concepts, but it's not, I wouldn't say it's like smart money concepts, but it's just like market structure combined with key levels, combined with fundamental analysis.
yeah,
See, fundamental analysis was like the key for me because it just makes so much sense.
yeah, it's so true.
Um,
The thing that you said that clicked most with me is like price wants to follow fundamentals. So when a red folder hits, all the price action between red folder to red folder is just all assumption, and it's just going towards where it thinks the red folder is going to go.
yeah.
Yeah. That like, and I was like, damn, that makes so much sense, because institutions are just waiting for the red folder to hit so they can pump all their money into that and then wipe out liquidity, or, you know,
Yeah.
or just, you know, buy all the way up. So that was an interesting, like, you know, way to look at the market.
Yeah.
And that was all fundamentals.
Yeah. And that's what I think clicked most for me, is because like we're trading currency throughout the world, and like these are countries, like different countries' currencies. So like the patterns aren't going to move the market. Like, well, you know what I mean? Like there's a triple top or a triple bottom. Like, oh, that does something for the country. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, what?
yeah.
When you say it like that, it sounds so stupid, eh? When you think about it, like
It's like, what are these people in government for? Like, what's the Federal Reserve for? Like,
Yeah.
they're waiting for the Head and Shoulders. Head, shoulders,
oh my god,
boom,
bruh.
sell.
If you're trading patterns, bro, like, I mean, like sometimes
Like
they
understand
work,
understand the pattern,
yeah,
like why it's moving like that, not just there's a pattern.
yeah,
Enter in.
yeah. Sorry, for people out there that trade, just got into town on them, but yeah, fundamentals was like the key moment for me, and like after learning it, that was one of the things that I just became really, really good at. And like I used to trade news all the time. Still trade news, still read fundamentals, but it's more a calculated aspect of if I have an understanding of where this red folder is going to go for NFP next month, I'm trying to find the best entry right now to see where that red folder is going to go.
True.
Because technicals is going to give us the entry point. Fundamentals is going to push it in that direction.
True.
Damn, there's some gold nuggets for y'all, man.
Yeah, actually, though.
Bro just hit a light bulb.
Oi, no, because the other day, it must have been a couple of weeks ago, bro, I entered on Asia. I sold gold, and it was NFP, bro. And I entered in Asia, bro. And then it was selling down, bro. And then NFP just like melted it. Do you remember that day? Because you sold it too.
Yeah. Bro, wild though, you know, like
that makes so much sense. Like if you understand where NFP is going to go the next month, or you know the coming up NFP, and you can find the best entry for that right now, bro, you're making bands.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Like, and when you understand like what the Federal Reserve's job is and like what the government's trying to do. So, like, do you know what the Federal Reserve's job is?
No, I don't. Yeah, can you explain that for us?
You don't?
So
I was
like
explaining
Powell.
this to the bro. Yeah, this is like Jerome Powell and like those guys.
Yeah.
So their job basically is to keep the market balanced. And so, like, if the market's overbought, oversold,
They want to
they
bring
need
it
to
back.
create interest rates to balance out the market.
True.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, like, why would a country have like a economy that's unstable?
But if you can have a economy, wouldn't you want the economy just to keep pumping up? You know?
I mean, that would be ideal.
Yeah.
But like, if the value of like it's just not sustainable for people living in that country.
Right.
Like, interest rates just continuously going higher.
I see what you mean.
Living
Yeah, that makes
expenses,
sense.
they got to, pump it up so they're making money, bring it back down so people can live and just keep it balanced.
True. That makes so much sense with New Zealand at the moment. Like, our OCR's been at 5.5 for the last couple of months, you know?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it dropped to 5.25 and then to 4.75.
Yeah.
And
That's
so-
why we have recession and then expansion. Expansion, high, recession, high, low.
Leash, mate. Watch me trade the monthly candle now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. But that was the key moment for me. I was understanding all of that. And it just makes sense. Like I said, I'm the type of person that likes to know why. And if you can understand like what the government, bro, a month before, like when did we do that day in the live? We were in the spa, the one that you released.
Yeah.
But that was like a month before, and we were saying like Trump's getting
Election, that's right.
Like it was crazy not to think that Trump was not going to get in.
Yeah.
Like the market was going nuts. Like when you can read finances, you can read, all of these like news events and stuff that's happening around the world. It just makes it so much easier to understand the things that are going to be coming in the world.
Yeah. So in the EP, you're going to be doing more fundamental kind of sessions and stuff like that?
Yeah. And I apologize for everyone that's been in the EP. It's been very overwhelming on how much stuff that we need to get done. And it's just like my brain is just over, and I want to be trading myself as well, so it's taken away a lot of my time.
Yeah.
However, we've got the advanced course done. All we have to do is record it, edit it, so that's all ready to go. That's going to be coming out next year for the EP. We have going into next year, we're going to be doing lives NY session 4 nights a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And we're also going to be breaking down our red folders every week. So Slade chucks out the red folders, but we're going to be doing breakdowns month on month of what we think price is going to do, so that people get an understanding ongoing of where price should be going and politics should be going, economic events should be going. So.
Exciting, bro. I can't wait for all that stuff to drop, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be nuts.
You've actually been asking me for ages.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
It's an interesting thing though, because like so many people want to learn fundamentals, and it's like if anyone's like traded news, you know that it just moves so quick. And so if you can have an understanding of it, you can make so much money.
Yeah.
And so people want to understand that. It's more like an adrenaline hit,
Yeah. I know.
like a dopamine hit. It's
It is a
Tom Bird knows all about that. Eh?
Tom Bird.
Yeah. But yeah, all of that stuff's coming out. We have heaps of psychology stuff that's coming out. Currently reading a book called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. Such a good book.
Right, let's get into that. Do you want to get into that?
You can get into that.
Yeah. So you hit a bit of a psychology block.
Yeah. Yeah. Huge psychology block. Like, it was rough. It was rough, and it was probably like the most unprofitable that I've been, like in a long period.
Yeah.
And it was just, bro, it was just consistent, just loss. No one's fault. No one's fault but my own. But then, it impacted a lot of other people around me as well, which was kind of let down. Didn't expect that to be happening, but stuff happens, and yeah. And so that was just like a constant thing that I was just going through, and it was like psychologically, it just tore me down. Like it just broke me. And like at that point, like I was legit thinking about like training's not for me anymore.
Actual.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
What? And you're like, go get a real job.
Nah. I mean, I'd never get a real job, but it was. It was, bro. I just didn't want to trade anymore. I just wanted to step away from it, and bro, it was very hard. It was so hard, but it was. I've started to wonder like why this is happening. Why is it happening now? What's different to what I was doing before? And I ended up having to break it all down. And what I had found, during my research is that I was trading all day, and then I was going to sleep, and then I was getting up and I was trading all day, and I didn't have like time for nothing else. My whole mind was just on this. And so what I was doing was like, I just wasn't in like a routine that for me was a profitable routine.
Right.
Something that I used to do beforehand. So beforehand, all I used to do was trade New York, NYC, and I used to just trade gold, NAS, US30.
Yeah.
That's it. And during this time, I'm trying to trade, other people's ideas. I'm trying to trade, what other people are thinking, which, can be beneficial. But also, in the circle that I was in, I was the one with the most knowledge.
Right.
Not to, just
Yeah.
not to sound like a dick.
Yeah.
But, I had been the most profitable out of, everyone that was around me. And I was, sort of just taking, ideas from like this person. And yeah, I, wanted to be winning everything. And so I was trying to like trade during Asian, trade during London, losing at those points, and then I'd get onto NY and I'd like win the money back.
Right.
And then like maybe if I was going to have a loss in NY and NYC, because like I do lose.
Yeah.
Like those are my own trades, like I do lose.
Yeah.
And then it would just compound. So it would be like lost Asian, lost London. If I lost NY and NYC, 3 losses. 3 losing sessions in a row, and it's just like, oh fuck. Like, do I know what I'm doing? And at the time, I'm in the mindset of I do know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm a profitable trader. Like, I'm sticking to my stats, and I could enter everything. But the thing was I was entering everything, but not all of them were my trades.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You're taking other ideas from other people.
Other ideas from other people.
Doesn't fit your trade plan.
Doesn't fit my trade plan. Doesn't fit my strategy.
Right.
Ended up becoming, stuck in that habit, stuck in that routine. and I just became very, very down on myself. Very like psychologically, I was shit at trading.
Yeah, doubting yourself.
Doubting myself, and that sort of just impacted like other areas of my life as well, like health, fitness. Don't smile.
Diet. No. But it's wild that trading does that to you, eh? When you have a losing session or like a losing day, or even just a couple hours on the trades, like it affects like your life afterwards. And bro, I can't imagine what. Oh, actually, I can imagine what that was like because I've been, through something similar.
Yeah. It's just. I mean, it is what it is. And trading, like if you embark on the journey of learning trading, then you're gonna find out about yourself.
Yeah, facts.
You're gonna know yourself after that.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yep.
Everyone that like has tried trading and like wanted to be successful goes through this. Like you learn about yourself during like psychologically, like who you are.
Yeah.
You figure out whether you're like, someone that just gives up or someone that just keeps going.
That's so true.
And that was me. I was at the point where I was looking to give up, which, I've never been that person. I've always been the person that wants to succeed. I've always, achieved stuff.
Yeah.
Always hit my goals,
Yeah.
And like these couple of months, and this is only a couple of months. It's only from July, August, September.
True. 3 months.
3 months. Like that 3 months was like the most, like just changed my life.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, I'm asking myself like the question, like, am I going to give up now and just get out of it? Or are we going to take this as like a learning curve?
Yes, sir.
Am I going to come out of this a better trader? Because if I can get myself out of this, then like I'm unstoppable. Well, that's the mindset that I'm having. And I decided to take that option. I didn't want to be a quitter.
Nice, G.
There was no way I was going to let, the market have the better of me.
Yeah.
And so didn't give up. Started working on myself, started, reading this book, watched a YouTube clip with Dr. Joe Dispenza, and he's been interviewed by, is it Liam like Bailu or something like that?
Yes.
And he has a podcast. Tom Bailu, yeah. Is that his name?
I think so.
Sorry if I got it wrong.
Yeah.
But he's having a thing with that, and he's just talking about like how your subconscious controls 95% of your behavior, and which is crazy. Like every single person on this planet is controlled by their subconscious because your subconscious is like your body's automating system.
Yeah.
And so everyone likes to get into habit, everyone likes to get into routine because for your body and your mind, it's easy for your body and mind to function together if you're in a routine. When people are out of routine, it feels weird for their body and their mind because their body and their mind's not used to it.
Yeah.
And so after watching that, I bought the book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, not for the purpose of, thinking this is going to help me get out of, the rut that I'm in.
Yeah.
But this is going to help me understand mindset and if I can change like the bad habits that I have. Because it wasn't just the trading. I wanted to change like my fitness, my diet, my health, because those are all areas that, I was failing in.
Right.
I wasn't successful in those areas because I'm eating whatever I want, which is cool.
Yeah.
Like it's mean, like there's so much mean food here on the Gold Coast, but I'm putting on so much weight because I'm eating like 4,000, 5,000 calories a day. And like I didn't understand that I was eating this
kebabs.
much. Right, exactly. With chips. I would work, bro. I would order that. Oh, no, we got to try that. Hey. Right, there's these kebabs, and like when I first got it, I'd been out with one of my mates. Got this kebab, bro, and I'm eating it, and I'm out here, and I'm like, kind of drunk, and I'm eating it, and I'm just like, nah, Slade's got to try this. Bro's asleep in the room, and I'm like, walking, I'm like, cuz, wake up. Like, bro, wake up. And he's like, bro, what? And I'm like, bro, you got to eat this. And he's like, what? I'm like, bro, eat this. And he like sits up and he like takes a bite and he's like, where'd you get this?
Instantly woke up and I was like, bro,
True.
tell me the name, tell me where you got it from.
Next day we had it for dinner again.
Well, I might pull that from Uber Eats right now. Eh?
But it was good. It was good. But like that was the situation I was in. I was just eating so much. And I wanted to get out of that. So it was sort of like breaking the habits of, all the bad shit that had been, constantly happening in my life. Trying to become a better person, I guess. One of the big things and what I've been putting on social media lately is the whole running thing. And we were talking about that earlier. But because I have a heart condition, I've always said to myself for like the past 25 years is that I can never be fit. I can never be a fit person because I have a heart condition. And that's something that I've constantly said to myself for the last 25 years. So it's like who I am.
Yeah.
I could never be fit. Yeah. But then like reading this book, it's teaching me that like your thoughts become habit. So whenever you're in that mindset of trying to get fit, your subconscious and your body is so used to me saying, I can never be fit.
Right.
And so that's like something that every time we go for a run, and like, don't get me wrong, the bro's like super, super helpful whenever we go for a run, like just pushing me. And like today, like I probably wouldn't have ran the 2 minutes if the bro wasn't there. Like,
Yeah.
because I just would have stopped. I just would have given up on myself.
Right. Because that subconscious just, holding you down.
But I was getting like, on the run app and it says like halfway and it was like 1 minute.
It was like 10 seconds left, eh?
Yeah, it was like 10 seconds left, bro. Yeah. And the bro would just be like, just to this tree. And I'll be like, fuck. And just keep going to the tree. And like, it was just 10 seconds. And I'll be like, man, as soon as we hit the tree and it will say like the lap's over, I'll just stop and like bend down on my knees, like, bro, like gasping for breath.
Yeah.
And then we just walk again and then go again.
Yeah.
But that's something that I've always struggled with, like mindset-wise, is because of, my heart condition. And there's been times in my life where I've been able to run, like a K or 2 Ks. Like, so there's proof that that's not correct.
Yeah.
But because it's so ingrained in my brain, it's become, a habit. So
do you find that, like, when you get, like, either when things get too good or too comfortable, that's when you start, like, becoming complacent, or when you start becoming, like, I'm pretty content with where I am. So, like, to the point where it's like, I'm pretty safe here. like honestly, because that's what happened, right? In normal situations of things. Like, because I know exactly the feeling, like, because all the years of running that I've done, like, I know what it's like from the beginner stage to, like, what I've got now. And then, like, I know that, like, if I stop running and then, like, all of a sudden I start running and then I'm like, fuck, I'm not nowhere near as fit as I used to be. And I'm like, fuck, I'm not going to go running tomorrow.
Yeah. But do you find, like, because you've been there before and you're here now, because, like, bro was running 13-minute 5K, know? And, like, you're here now because, you're probably doing, like, what, 6-minute Ks?
Damn.
Hey, still good. Still real good. But because you've been there, like, would you say that you know how to get there a lot easier? Like, you know that you can get to this point?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like you saying, like, 6 minutes for me now is like I'm still like I'm like, that's terrible. Like, in my head, I'm thinking that's terrible, right? Like, but in your head, you're like, bro, that's like mean ass. But, like, in my head, because I've achieved way more than that, I'm like, this is like bare minimum, like not even that.
Yeah, that's so true. Like, the mind is crazy. And, like, one of the guys that I've been having one-on-ones with, he was like, bro, like, my goal is to just make $800 a day. And I'm like, $800? You know, like, for me, because I've made so much money in a day, it's like, $800, oh, easy, bro.
Yeah.
And he's like, huh, easy. Like, but because I've been there before and I've experienced that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's easy for me to, like, get to this stage because I've been there. Like, even though I'm here, and, like, that's sort of what I was experiencing was, like, why I didn't want to give up is because, like, I've done it before. There's no reason why I can't do it again. That book is crazy. That book is honestly crazy.
Yeah. That's so cool to hear, bro. So now you're, like, pulled yourself out of this hole. And your stats now, bro. Wow, you're telling me your stats before, and I was like, those are unreal stats, G.
Yeah. Should we pull them up?
Yeah. So Huddy's, I don't know if you guys have seen on his TikTok, he's going to make some more videos about it, but he's been trading his, your $100 account, eh?
Your
Your $100 account. And,
journey we were on.
crazy, G.
So here's the win rate. We're at 90% win rate. So we've
90.
taken 32 trades, 29 of them being wins and only 3 losses.
That's wild, bro.
And the profit factor is 47.
That is wild.
Oh,
Bro, what do you feel like has been the best thing for you to pull you out of that hole and get to a point where you're getting a 90% win rate? Because that's outrageous.
it's honestly just sticking to my trading plan.
That's right, yeah, you're telling me the trading plan.
Bro, that's all it was, eh? Like, it's like working with the bro, and like being here, him obviously knowing the situation, and I'm like, bro, like, I need a trading plan, and we figured out a trading plan of what we're gonna do, and like the things that I was trading was, you know, the same things that the bro trades, and we just decided like this is going to be our trading plan. This is what we're going to do. We're going to mark up during NY New York. We're going to figure out what's going to happen. Once NYSE comes, we're finding a trade as soon as we can. And then, like, that's us. Like, we're not trying to wait out to see what, like, the initial moves on NAS or US30 happen and then try and trade it at, like, 3 o'clock in the morning, which is, like, when the bro was usually sending trades out.
That's
or
right.
signals. And, like, there was no way. And so we sort of just come up with a plan, figured out this is what we're going to do, and like that was us. And so that's all we've been doing.
Yeah, nice, bro.
And it's a little bit scary too, because obviously it's not something that I've been used to recently. But, and like in my mind, I'm like, should I be trading all day? Because like when you think about it, like winning like 90% of the trades, like having a profit factor of 47, like that, my trade zeller score is 100.
Yeah.
Like it's, you know, bro, look at this. Like I'll change it to percentage. 580% net profit.
That's crazy, bro. When did you implement this whole trade plan?
Bro, it was when I started the $100 account.
It was like earlier this month, right?
It was
Or was it last month?
on the 4th of November.
4th of November.
Yeah.
4th of November, you come and you make this trade plan with Slade.
Yeah.
Because before, you're like getting too greedy, you're looking at too many ideas, you weren't
trading all day.
over trading.
Yeah, looking at chart too much to the point where trading was over consuming a day. Like to the point where like some days we wouldn't even go to the gym, some days we wouldn't even go for walks, eating too much,
bro.
then we become lazy.
Ah, okay.
That's been our life over here. Bro.
Yeah.
Like, which is cool. Like, it's cool, like, doing that. Like, we were doing so much cool shit.
Yeah.
You know, like, just living the life.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like, we were just being random sports, bro, like at Top Golf that time.
Yeah.
And then, like, the bro would pull his phone and he's like, oh, bro, I'm going to get into a NAS trade. And then we got into, like, a NAS trade. And then we'll be like, oh, man, win. And then we'll come back later and, like, not even, like, look at the charts and just open the chart and be like, oh, let's just take a trade here.
Yeah.
You know, not analysing it, not marking it out, not, you know, doing this thing, because we're at the point is like, we're in the Gold Coast, bro. We cracked it.
We're
full-time traders, you know, like-
I see. Interesting. So you guys reached that point and you're like
In our heads,
too confident, like living the life in Gold Coast.
Yeah.
And you're like, nah, this is easy now.
Yeah, this is like, we've made it, bro.
Yeah.
Because we were like, this is the dream, and we're here now.
Right.
Yeah.
But we didn't like set more dreams,
Yeah, I see.
more expectations, more goals and stuff like that.
Because, like, you've been here, like,
Oh, bro, I've been here 5 minutes and I don't want to leave. Like that's,
yeah, bro.
yeah, I can see how you get caught up in this.
Yeah.
And then that distracts you from, like, your job. Essentially, this is your job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's right.
yeah. And
And-
it's like we're doing our job half-assed.
Yeah, right.
It's like we're going into, like, to build a house, for example, if we're a builder, not even looking at the plans and just smacking up timber here and there, you know?
Put some nails in the wood and that's
Yeah.
That's basically what we're doing.
Oh, this looks like it goes here. You're like, yeah.
This one, you know?
True.
But yeah, that was the key thing, is just figuring out my trading plan, what works for me, what my most profitable is. And how I figured that out is I started using ChatGPT as a journal. And like I think I've said that in other podcasts, is I use ChatGPT as a journal. So I put in all of my stats, all of my thinking, the stuff that I'm doing, the stuff that I'm failing at. And basically over time, what ChatGPT has told me is, well, like your most profitable sessions is NYSE. The things that you're winning at is gold, NAS, US30, which are the things that I usually trade anyway.
Yeah.
So why am I trading Forex?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, why am I trading UJ trying to catch a rubbish trade? Why am I trading, you know? And so, like, it was good being able to put all of this stuff into ChatGPT for a journal, because it was giving me answers back. I wasn't just journaling and then like having to go back and read over my notes and like trying to figure out on myself. It was analysing everything that I was putting in and giving me feedback on what I shouldn't do.
That's a hack, man.
It's I can't like fault it. It's like one of the best thing that's ever happened. Like obviously, you know, people have skepticism about AI, but using it for this situation, it just has information to come back at me and just be like, don't do this, don't do that. Like, this is a trend that you're doing and you're failing at it, don't do it.
Yeah, like what feedback was the one that you're like, cool, I'm going to stick with this, this, and this and forget about that?
Taking trades without analysing. Like, why did I not figure that out by myself, right? I thought I was him, you know? I thought I was him, bro. I got humbled real quick. So yeah, just opening my phone. Like sometimes I'll just open my phone on like MT5 and be like, oh. Hey.
Yeah, he would.
Right.
And then like I would look at it and I'll be like, oh shit, losing. And then I'll jump on the chart and I'll be like, oh, why did I do that?
True.
You know? And so like without analysing it, that was a thing. And so that was one of them. The other one was trading during the day, like trying to catch trades during Asian. And like I know a lot of people in the EP, they trade Asian and they trade London because obviously being in New Zealand, it's no one wants to be awake till 4 o'clock in the morning trading.
Yeah.
Here it's obviously easier.
Not so
brag. Hey, what is it for you? Like 5 o'clock in the morning?
Right now, eh? Crazy, man.
But yeah, there was another thing, was trading during Asian and London. So stopped trading during that. There was another thing, over trading.
Yeah.
Like risking too much with non-volume pairs.
Yeah.
And so the way that I used to trade was somewhat scalping, but also very good analysis. And so I used to, like when I used to trade, I used to like over, what do you even call it? Like risk too much?
Over leverage.
Over leverage?
Yeah.
But because I got really, really good at entering trades really well, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
And so now I've gone back to that because I'm at the point where I'm waiting for certain points. And like I said to Slade all the time, and like when I was losing, it would go my way, but I wouldn't have the best execution.
Yeah.
And so I need to wait for those executions and then go into the trade, because if it's going to go below my stop loss of where my best execution is, then, you know, I lose.
Yeah, right.
I said that to him so much, and like the trades that I was losing, because like we'll be doing like these combines on Top Step, and bro, I had like 5 at the time, and like I just got to the point where like obviously, you know, having my live accounts and like things like that, I just didn't care about losing them.
Yeah.
And so I'd just be like full margin this one, and then I'd look at the chart and just be like enter. And then like obviously with like futures, when you're trading Naz on like 5 contracts. It's just like, boom, you're out.
Yeah.
You know, boom, you're out.
Yeah.
And then like one day I'll be like to the bro, like very like $5,000 today. He's like, man, go to bed, wake up in the morning, bro, how'd you go? Oh, I lost the account, cuz.
He would. He'd be like, he'd be like sitting here, make the profit. I'd be like, oh yeah, he made his profit. Comes there, like, cuz I lost my account. I was like, cuz you weren't even you were on your phone, weren't you?
Far out.
Like just it was bad. Like, and that's what I was saying. Like I was in that mindset of trying to trade all the time.
Yeah.
And then I'll go in bed and I'll just be bored trying to trade all the time.
Bro, I remember like a couple of months ago, this is when you were living back in Masa, and you were telling me, you remember? You're like, man, I've gotten real lazy on my trading.
Yeah.
So, and then it like got to the point
Yeah.
where it just like far out.
Yeah. And like at that point where I was telling you that, that's like everything just started going downhill.
Yeah.
And I knew it,
Yeah.
but like I was stuck.
Right.
I've gotten lazy at my trading, but I don't care. I'm the best. You know?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm not trying to be like
see.
up myself, but that was just the mindset I was in. Like I've made money before. I can, like, there's no reason for me to lose because I've done all the work.
Yeah.
Like, I've already cracked it.
Right.
Little did I know. But yeah, here we are. Back consistent. Back being like happy.
That's cool, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. Like going like the thing that me and the bro's been doing over the last couple of weeks, like it's working, like consistently. Like if you look here, these are every single day that I've traded. So there was like 37% that day. Damn. 45, 37, 38, 230% that day.
That is wild, bro.
161 and then yeah,
I mean,
30%.
like your lowest is 29% there,
Yeah, on a day.
and that's wild. Like just 29% is wild. That's
Yeah.
crazy, G. Oh, I'm happy for you, bro. Like,
Yeah.
nice to see that you're back in a good headspace and
Yeah.
you know everything's kind of aligned.
Yeah, that's
But the challenge now, I think, is for you to like keep this consistent now. Eh?
bro, that's the challenge, and that's like everything that I've been trying to do lately. Like I'm just trying to find things that I can challenge myself, and like if I stay consistent, I'm going to get the results.
Yeah.
And it's been cool too, because like the whole fitness thing, like that's something that I've never been consistent with because of the mindset that I've been in. With trading, I've been consistent.
Yeah.
Like I've been there before. I just need to get into that right routine. And like even trying to get into this routine, like me and the bro would be and then like we'll look at Discord and like someone will be like, bro, Naz is dropping. And then I'll be like,
Look at it.
am I gonna miss it? And, oh,
True.
Like that was
It gets like that, eh?
bro.
Yeah.
Especially when you're doing stuff. Like we'll be at the gym and like that'll pop up and I'll be like, oh bro, it's Naz dropping. Bro will be like, on his phone? Oh. And then we'll be like
Yeah, I think that's like the bad thing about that is that like when you go to the gym, you're supposed to like just focus on the gym, mate. But then like when you have like a little notification that pops up like about trading, you're like, one, it's supposed to be your job, right? So you're like, I gotta focus on that as well. And then you're like, get distracted from the gym, and you're like, now gym and now looking at the chart. You're like, that's two different things. But you know, when you go to the gym, you should be focusing on the gym. When you go to the chart, you should be focusing on the chart.
Yeah.
But then if you like do two things at once, you're like,
You half-ass it. Yeah.
especially as males, like
Yeah.
no, like males aren't good at doing two things at once.
it's so true. So true.
True. So you're just like half-assing both of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which then means that you don't do well in the gym, and then you also don't do well in the chart because you're so focused on the chart now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what though, like since we've been like trying to just stay on track with like the certain things we're doing, like from the moment, like you know when we first went to the gym
Yeah.
and like you know bro was, not to be rude, like struggling.
Bro.
Oh, I was, yeah.
That's
Oh,
great.
up to
Yeah.
that.
Your progress has
I was.
been hectic, G.
Yeah.
Wild. It's actually
There's
wild.
the Queen. If you haven't seen the Queenstown vlog, go watch that and watch Slade bench those dumbbells. Bro.
What were you doing? Were they like 12s?
Yeah, I think so.
They were 12s,
Was it?
and
I
you're
think it
like,
was.
nah, I grabbed the 15s.
Yeah, you told me to go up, and I was like, and then when I did the
Cuz, what are you doing now? What are you benching now?
30s. Yeah. It's been a huge like progress of like just consistency and just going to the gym and then like pumping up the same. Like to be honest, that's like probably my favorite workout now. Is like
True.
when we go to
Love
chest, I'm
chest.
like, oh, I love doing this one specifically.
Yeah.
Like obviously, like my technique's still not that great, but
Yeah, that's unreal progress, G. That's like actual though. It's like juice kind of progress, eh?
hey, just a disclaimer, I'm
Oi.
not on anything.
Actual?
I'm actually not on anything. Like I did try to take some creatine, but I haven't taken it in like a little while. Like I don't.
Creatine.
Well,
Like,
like, yeah, like I know like the whole controversy.
wait, do you
behind
not take any creatine anymore?
it. Well, I haven't for a little while.
Have you?
No, I stopped
You gotta
taking it.
load up again.
like I said, we're getting lazy,
Yeah.
so I just got lazy at taking it again. But yeah,
You've seen our stack here, like we got. So
Yeah, well, you guys got everything,
there's
man.
heaps of stuff in there.
Yeah.
it's kind of like your own juice anyway. But no, that is crazy.
Yeah.
We were in Queenstown.
Yeah, Queenstown, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, when?
Oh, when was it?
was it after July,
I think it was, yeah, around
August?
July, August.
somewhere in August, eh?
Really?
Yeah, and we're in November now.
August, September, October. Ah,
Damn. Nah, that's actually unreal.
Yeah,
well done, G.
but I actually didn't like get into it until I came here. Hey,
Yeah, we were
'Cause, like-
going all the time.
it was like a few weeks leading. Oh, like the week before that I came here. My uncle was because he's an ex bodybuilder, and then actually no, he's not. He just used to juice all the time.
Well, he was on the juice.
He was on the juice.
True.
Yeah, and so but now he's older now, and then he's like doesn't look as big as he used to be.
Right.
But yeah, like he for that week he was like, bro, if you had come to me like the month before, I would have put you on so much of the weight stuff. But yeah, thrashed me for that week.
Yeah.
Then when we came here, and then like we're just consistently just checking it up.
Yeah. It was mean though. And like when the bro first got here, like next day we're at the gym. And I'm like, bro, sign up. Like I was not letting the bro not come.
Nice.
But it was funny because like he had said that he had gone to the gym before he was coming over. And so I knew he was coming over. And we're doing like shoulder raises, yeah?
Yeah.
And I'm just doing like shoulder raises like this. And the bro's like not even telling me anything. And he like grabs some dumbbells and he like starts doing shoulder raises like this. And he goes,
Secret
like-
gains.
I'm looking at him like, what are you doing, cuz? And he's like, oh, my uncle was an ex-bodybuilder.
Yeah, and he told me that, and I was like, I don't know, just
Yeah. And then like looking it up, so when you like do that, you know him, right?
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
Like you're pouring water
Yeah.
out of a jug. Yeah.
hey, I just got told do the head and shoulders. No, why?
Yeah,
Do
because
the
It was good though.
Take
You
that.
know, like I mean, he did tell me like it was like doing
Yeah.
something, and
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, yeah, I'll just do it then.
Yeah. You got the expert.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because it hits your
Interior delt.
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't even know.
Yeah, man, like it hits your delt more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even on the leg raises,
Yeah. Because what were you doing on there? Like,
it was like
yeah,
you push it out, and then you would like twist it in and out. Because he said that like it would individually strengthen each side. So like when you twist it out while you're holding it out. That's like,
True.
Yeah.
I was like-
guy comes with like all of these new things, and I'm like, this guy. Would you do that course, cuz? Another 10,000 bodybuilder course now. Oh.
That's so good.
That's actually crazy progress, though. And would you put it down to consistency?
oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, because my biggest goal was like to drop from because I was 110 when I got here, and I was like,
Tell us what you are now. 110 when you got here.
I'm about 101, 102, fluctuates obviously,
Damn, Jay.
but yeah,
Good mahi, cuz. Wow, that's huge.
I know.
And when bro got here, and like we're walking, and then like he was like, "Fuck, bro looks skinny, eh?"
Actual,
Where were we? Because he was like, "Oh, at Eddie's Burgers," and the bro's walking back over.
But damn. Who is that guy?
Very skinny.
Ew.
Yeah, I used to always wear heaps of baggy shirts. Didn't want to show the extra.
Yeah.
The old bodysuit.
Now you're wearing the mediums.
Actually, bro, we've been in the elevator, bro, and like, you know, the mirror in the elevator. We're like going down for a walk, and the bro's like,
You remember like the first weeks that I was here? We would go down the elevator. He would do it. I wouldn't. I'd just be like, put the shirt down.
bro, I'll do, you know, like when you see the tricep, you know, and then I'm not doing it, and then like, bro, we'd been going for like a month,
Yeah.
and like smashing arms, and like now the bro's like, yeah, you can see my tricep now. Oh, bro, hilarious.
Wait, nah, Gold Coast has actually changed both of you. Eh?
Bro, it's a different vibe here though. One for fitness, and like two for mindset. But bro, I love it. I love it.
Do you feel happy here? I just feel like,
Yeah,
bro,
it's just a vibe.
yeah.
Like even like looking out here, like not sure you can see that in the camera, but like that's just a view. Like we're here trading, and then like you just randomly have a look out here, and it's like, fuck, what a view.
Actual though.
Yeah.
It's, oh, man.
Grateful, very grateful.
Oh.
Yeah, to be in this situation, but.
Bloody hell.
So consistency. So consistency. Anything. But when you think about it actually, because like I've talked to like the bro Tom, you know, about certain things, and especially fitness, because Tom used to be, what did he say he was? Like 110 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
110, now he's like 85. And
That's wild, bro.
all he said was like he just went off 6 months,
Yeah.
did absolutely nothing other than work out.
Yeah.
Like, and that's consistency.
Yeah. But he wanted it too.
Yeah.
You know, gotta
Yeah.
want it.
Yeah. Consistency plus effort
Yeah.
will get you the success that you want.
Yeah.
That is so true. So true.
But speaking of bodybuilders, I've seen Steve and Rails are like getting ready for comps, eh? Are they? Oh, they're looking jacked on their.
Oh, no, they're just jacked.
They're just beast, eh?
They're just jacked, bro.
Yeah.
They're just jacked.
Bro, but it was cool seeing them, like doing their own one-on-ones
Yeah.
and like doing their own like Zoom
Like-
sessions with each other, like, you know, just the boys. I was like, yeah, that's mean.
Yeah.
And then you were saying you guys had a session with Rails last night. Was that
No,
last
he
night?
was just on the. He was just on the
Oh, the
live call.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
But yesterday day I had a session with Stephen Rouse,
yeah.
one-on-one. Well, you know, one-on-one. Just talking about heaps of stuff, bro, and like just explaining to them that like, you know, the whole consistency thing. Where I was, like I explained to them where I was with, like my trading, because they're like the bro Steve said that he had lost like 10K, and just gotten into that mindset of, you know, whether or not it's going to work, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But then I just explained to him like my situation and like getting to the point where I am now, showing them the stats.
Dang.
You know, it's wild, bro. Like
Yeah.
what you can achieve if you can just stay consistent. And I think that a lot of people that are in trading, their whole thing when they come into trading is trying to turn like this small amount of money into $1 million.
Yeah.
And like expecting that to happen. And like when you see people on YouTube or people on TikTok, you know, social media traders, you have to realize that these people have done trading for so many years beforehand, growing their account from like $100 maybe, or to like $1,000 to like whatever, to like what it is now. And so they can't, they also haven't done it in like 2-3 months of what people are trying to do.
Yeah. That's
And
so true.
the only person that has done it and documented it is Alex G.
Yeah.
Alex G, and that's on it's on YouTube. And like he did it in like what 3 months.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But you go watch that. He's super over leveraging, and he's tried to do that twice before and failed.
Yeah, true. Yeah, he's been trading for ages, eh?
Yeah, but he's been trading for years.
Yeah.
You know, this is a very, very skilled trader, and even the first 2 times that he tried, he failed.
Yeah.
And then it was the 3rd time that he tried, and you know,
Yeah.
the market was going his way, and he won. But like, not everyone can do it, and like, so many people give up after that situation of oh shit, if I can't turn my $100 into $1 million in 2 months, then I'm not, trading's not for me.
That's right.
And so what I was explaining to the boys is like, if you're trying to win like a certain percentage and it's not enough, like you could win 1%, right, on a 300K funded account, and that's $3,000. You do that every single day, just making 1%, then you're making 15,000 USD a week. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
And like that's so much more than what anyone else is doing.
Oh, bro, 60K a month.
Yeah,
USD.
that's USD. Like, what is that NZD? Like something like that must be like 100K NZD.
100K, yeah.
Like that.
And so if you're doing 100K NZD a month, bro, that's pretty much like high paid salaries in New Zealand.
Oh, facts.
Oh, and across the world,
Yeah. Like it's wild, man. And like when people break it down into that perspective, then, it becomes a lot easier. It becomes a lot easier to try and, become profitable with the mindset of, this can be achievable. All you have to do is consistently find a one-to-one. Like a one-to-one, bro.
Yeah.
Like how many people in our education platform are finding like 1-4s, 1-10s, 1 million? It's crazy how many people on there are like, bro, this trade, this trade. And I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, it's cool to see. Yeah. I love seeing that. Bro, and like I caught up with Eyes yesterday, and he hit me up. He was like, bro, I'm just having like a losing streak, and he's like, I just like want to catch up and, see where I'm going wrong. Bro, I get to his house. The bro's already trading combines. Bro, so we're like maybe 2 months in, since he started.
When do we have the potty?
That was...
Not that long ago.
Yeah.
Not that long ago at all.
Yeah, maybe a month ago, bro. And he's already on the combines, bro. So he's trading these combines. He's got 5 of them.
He's got 5 combines.
Bro.
Is he related to you?
So he's got 5 combines. And he was like, I've just been on this losing streak, and we figured out why, and it was because he wasn't sticking to his trading plan. Like, he was just scalping, just like trying to make that,
Make that money.
Make the money.
Yeah.
He was just so focused on the money. And we were like, bro, like,
Very
what you need to do,
mindset.
yeah, just focus on your process. Remember, like, stick to your process, stick to your plan. And then I got home and we like marked out some charts, and then he messages me and he's like, man, I just got into that trade that we were looking at, and he's like, cool, caught that one. Then this morning, bro, he messaged me and he's like, yo, I've only got $500 to pass my combine. I was like, what the heck?
What? 50K or 100K?
It was 50Ks. Yeah, he's on 50Ks. But I was like, 2 months in, bro.
That's
like,
wild.
That's crazy, eh?
That's actually wild. Like when you think about from like 2 months ago, like just so everyone knows, bro didn't know anything.
Didn't know what a chart was.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
nothing at all.
He's got your uncle over here make money while he's swimming with the turtles.
Yeah, now he's going to do that, It's like, bro.
Now bro's going to be making money and swimming with the turtles. But that's what trading can give you, and that's wild. Like everyone that wants to get into trading wants that time freedom, which is what I wanted. And then like because of my nature of like wanting to help people, this is where all of this became, and this is where we're at now.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Which is a crazy journey, like a crazy journey of the evolution of ambitious investing. And like when we get into that, like because this all started, like a lot of people think it started this year. This all started in 2022.
Yeah. Ambitious.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Not the education platform.
Oh.
The signals.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
True. Like all your signals and that. Yeah, buzzy.
Because this is what I called it.
True.
Yeah, right then I was like, oh, let's just call it that.
Buzzy.
And I didn't even know the name for it, but how we came up with the name is I wanted to go off the acronyms of AI.
Yeah, nice.
As in like AI, the intelligence.
Yeah.
And we were just like, oh, it's going to be something investing.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, oh, very ambitious.
Yeah. That's mean.
But it's been a journey. We're going to get into that potty very soon.
Yeah.
All of us can be together. But yeah.
Man. That was on thing.
That was a long potty.
Yeah, that was a long potty, yeah.
It felt like it went real quick.
No doubt.
Holy shit.
What's our time now?
Oh, NQ's melting. US 30 is melting. What's the time? Have we already?
We're already 6 minutes past the open.
Oh my God, bro.
We talked so much that we went past the
Look,
open.
it went into the point of interest that we had marked out and now it's just dropping.
Wait, is this NYSC?
Yeah.
This is NYSC right
Wait,
now.
it's 12:30.
Yeah, 12:36.
Oh,
12:30
damn.
GC time.
Bruh. No, bro. We trading plan.
Yeah,
We had
nice.
this marked out.
Nice.
Look how good that is, bro.
How many pubs is that?
Bro, that's a stupid amount. Let me find out. Let me find out real quick.
That's crazy. What is that POI that you marked out?
I think it's the 4 hour? Or, oh no, the 4 hour is the first one, eh?
Yeah.
Be the one above it.
Right into the 15.
200.
200 ticks off the open.
What? See, bro, this is why we're trading like this.
True.
200 ticks
This
in
makes
it.
so much sense.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes.
200 ticks in 6 minutes. Bro,
This is like me and the bro, we doing this and like we're done.
what's how much is a one contract on NQ? 15? 20, 25.
Is it 12.50?
Oh, is it 12.50?
I think so. I thought it was always 25, but
No, I think it is 12.50 because when I'm trading 4 contracts, it's like $50 a tip.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
12.50, yeah. Damn, 12.50 off 200.
Quick, mate.
2,000 and something. And that's crazy, G. One contract, 2,000 in 6 minutes. I mean, it's still dropping.
It's still going, bro.
Yeah.
But then, like, you look at this is
US 30.
US 30.
Right
Look at
into
right
the
off that point
POI.
of interest.
Right.
And so we're trading that, and then like potentially looking at gold. Is that gold?
No, that'd be S&P.
And the bro's been trading
S&P.
S&P.
Yeah, nice.
Looking at divergence between. Oh,
Yeah. There's your go-to as well, eh, S&P?
Yeah.
Right from the beginning, I remember.
Yeah.
we got so much to catch up on.
Ciao, bro. Man. Oh.
Yeah, it's going to be a mean trading week next week.
Actual, bro. Anyway, we're gonna cut there because we need to go do some trades.
Yeah.
See you guys later. Like, what do you call it? Like, follow, subscribe, all of that. Hit the notification bell. We gotta go, bro.
Peace team.
Trading highs on what a ride, from doubt and fear to joy inside. With every lesson learned I grew, ambitious investing pulled me through. One night I made 28%.